Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin McNamara, and all this year we are celebrating America's 250th birthday by talking to people and organizations making changes in our community. And today we have Ledell Beamon, founder of Heal the Hood Foundation. Ledell, thank you for taking the time out joining us today. I guess first of all, for someone who doesn't know, what does Heal the Hood do?
Well, I'll say this, there's a disclaimer that we always use that, hood is a suffix at the end of words like brotherhood, motherhood, fatherhood, parenthood, sisterhood. Everybody has a hood, and what we do is that we use the arts to be able to touch Memphis and heal surrounding areas, from a lot of stuff that affects us as people. So we're really using the arts to deal with mental health issues and disparities and to solve crime all in a nutshell.
Yeah, so what does that look like? What are some things you guys do then?
Well, one of the things that we do, that's really, really cool about what we do is that we have an animated comic book series, where the heroes are actually based in the city of Memphis, and you see a lot of the fantastic stories. It's actually drawn by Marthias Wade, who's done a lot of stuff for Capcom and Marvel and DC,
okay,
and so
cool,
the characters are amazing. And so we use these art platforms to really be able to get into the hearts of kids. We have 9 vending machines, comic book vending machines, that give kids free comic books, and so we're dealing with that, after school programs, summer camps, anything you can think of that engages kids.
Yeah, what's the goal then?
The goal is really to be able to give kids an alternative, because right now, in the city of Memphis, we are always looking at the negative things and what's happening that's impacting Memphis on a national level from what's happening with young people, crime and violence. And so what we do is that we provide a solution versus just talking about the problems. We give a solution that's right there in the kids' face.
Yeah, and that solution is what, the arts?
Yeah, it's the art and being able to break away from the norm. The kids that we're dealing with and touching on a day-to-day basis, it's the kids that really don't have the opportunities. When I was younger, there were arts in schools. There was a lot of art programs in schools. And so what's happening is that a lot of the kids in the inner city, they don't have those opportunities to really be able to be taken away by their imagination through the arts. And so what we do is that we provide an opportunity for them to do that. And so Monday through Thursday, we're after-school program, Evolution School of the Arts, that's based on our comic book title. And from that, we're digging right into touring. We have one of the largest running tours in the history of positive tours in the city of Memphis. And so we do assembly programs every Friday in the school. And so we're really engaging kids where they are.
Yeah, what do you think is lost then for kids that don't have those opportunities in the arts?
The thing with me is that, imagination. Right now, I know we got a lot of things going on with AI. But there's a lot of things that's taken away our own individual creativity, because now you can just speak into something or type into something and all of a sudden it produces. But there is a different route that we can take when you start looking at kids that have the ability to just draw and pick up a pencil or a crayon and color, things that activated your motor skills and neurological skills. We're missing it because now kids aren't thinking through processes anymore, and so we're eliminating the process of thought by shortcutting everything, and that's what's happening. We become very microwavable versus being an oven.
That's good. That's well thought out. So if someone maybe wants to get involved, what do they need to know?
Well, first of all, when they come to us and they bring their kids to us, we do a survey on the kids, because there are different things that we do, from 3D printing. We do teach kids 3D printing. We teach kids comic book art. We teach kids dance, singing, vocal and instrumental music. And so it's a lot of things that we offer, but we really want to tap into what does that kid like? What is it that the kid is really interested in? And we start building around what the kid's interests are. So that's what we tell the parents. We'll find what it is that your kid is interested in, and we'll start connecting them with their purpose, and that's the first thing. And so we're on site, 3558 Kirby Parkway. That's our physical location where we're there Monday through Saturdays most of the time, and we're open for everybody, parents and kids.
Yeah, what would you want someone to take away from it?
Right now, we just want kids to feel like they have a safe space. That's the big thing. Right now in Memphis, really where can kids find a safe space where they don't feel threatened, where there's no bullying going on, no intimidation. And that's what we want kids to be able to understand. They can be themselves, but at the same time, it's a safe space for parents and kids.
Yeah. What kind of, is there anything you're particularly proud of that you guys have been able to accomplish there?
You know what? We work with a lot of different celebrities in the city of Memphis. You know, it's funny that our kids, you know, they were doing summer camp last year, and all of a sudden they look up and the action star Michael Jai White, who plays Spawn, is standing right there.
Yeah.
And he's a huge action star, but he's also a huge friend of ours and an advocate. Michael Jai White used to be an 8th grade social studies teacher.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
And so for middle schoolers. And so, you know, when kids are there and present, we're often looking at kids to be able to tap into, you know, just creativity and knowing that anything is possible. And so some of the things that they can look forward to is expect the impossible, because, you know, a lot of these kids, they feel like they will never be able to reach or touch some of these celebrities or operate with some of them. So I'm really, really proud that we don't have to reach out to the celebrities. They see value in our program, and they want to come alongside of us and touch the same kids that had some of the same backgrounds that they once had. So that's what we're really proud of, is that we've created a program that's reaching national headlines.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it. What is maybe something that you would want kids to really take away from this? If they're taking part in it?
Well, one is that they can be anybody. We just had an opportunity. We just, and this is the first time I've ever been able to say this since we've come back, but we were just in New York some weeks ago with Sherry Shepherd, and doing her television show. And we took one of our kids with us she was 15, growing up in the arts program, and then she tried everything else as far as trying to move her arts to the next level. And what happened was we were able to create a platform that's curse-free, where kids aren't using vulgarities, and kids aren't having to reduce themselves to animalistic behavior to get notarized. We provide that platform, and so now Demi Laurel was able to travel from Memphis to New York, and she's airing on a national syndicated show that's going to be promoting her music and letting kids know that you can do it without all the negativities.
Wow, that's awesome. So how long have you been doing this?
So we're going into year 19.
Year 19. Wow.
So that's as a not-for-profit, but we've been doing the work for a very long time. I was 19 when I first started doing youth work, you know, and so some of the background that I came from as far as dealing with the pressures of the inner city, single-parent home, I was able to navigate all of that and never ended up incarcerated, never ended up selling or participating in drug activity, didn't end up as a single parent or a father of any kids. But it's all because, you know, my grandmother had a strict background, and then always had us in church in the early days, and so that's what cultivated and navigated my life. And so we've been able to reproduce that program and reproduce what helped me, so that other kids can find their way.
Yeah. Do you feel like things have changed in the past few years then? I mean, I would imagine they have.
Oh my goodness, it's been. I think with the internet, that's what has really made things that shouldn't be so accessible to kids accessible, and so now our kids are able to participate in things at earlier ages that if you don't have parental supervision, you can really get into. And then that's what one of our challenges have been, because you think about kids that have access to guns and know where to get them at and who they can talk to, and they have access to these vapes and drugs. All this stuff that's going on, the kids have more access to because it's right there at their fingertips. That's what the challenge has been in the earlier years of when we were doing our outreach to what's going on now. You know, so these kids know things before a lot of us even know it, because they have their own groups and things that they're meeting in, and so that's been our hardest challenge.
Yeah. What do you guys have to do then to kind of adapt?
We have to be where kids are. You know, we pretty much invade their territory, but by the time we invade their territory, they're on to something new. They're creating other new social medias and stuff, and that we are not privy of unless we have access to these kids. And so that's the reason why we stay very, very close to kids, by creating programs to where we're right alongside kids. We're doing we had a summer camp, and this is the thing that got me. The kids had no idea what kickball was. I'm dead serious. We were outside playing, and the kids like, kickball, what? And we had to teach these kids how to play kickball, and they fell in love with it last summer. And then so now are we gonna play kickball? and it's amazing. But you know, some of the very simple pleasures that we had in life that allowed us to play, you know, exude that extra energy. These kids are now being reintroduced to that. And so I think some of those things like that, you know, taking kids back to things that were foundational for us is what's really important in this season. Yeah.
So it's not just arts then; it's sports as well.
In the summer camp especially, because we were playing softball, we were dodgeball, you know, kickball. We're doing all volleyball. We're doing all these things, and the kids are back outside again. And so that's what gets me. I'm an avid video game player.
Sure.
I try to introduce these kids into something, and thank God that He-Man Masters of the Universe is coming out in the theaters, because now I'm able to go back and say, this is what the kids. And if you looked at those the He-Man cartoons back in the day, those cartoons at the end, the characters would come back and tell you what the moral story was.
Sure, yeah.
Same thing with G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joe back in the day, they would come back and tell you what the moral story was. And I think, you know, introducing those kids to those old stories and what used to happen and how they're putting modern day spins on it is really helpful for us. So it's beneficial. So we're just really meeting the kids where they are and connecting and using both of the old school and the new school and seeing how we can meet in the middle.
Yeah, so is there a summer camp this summer? Is it too late for
Absolutely.
people?
June the 1st,
Okay.
you know, is when summer camp starts. It's called the Legacy Summer Arts Camp. And so, you know, the unique thing about what we do, we're operating 5 days a week, 9 to 3 every day from June the 1st to the last day of July, you know, right before kids get ready to go back to school.
Yeah.
We're 8 weeks in, and literally we have the kids engaged 5 days a week. We're the field trips and all that, but the cool thing is that the kids get a hot meal that we're preparing every day. And then you might catch me on the grill, you know, flipping. but at the end of the day, the kids enjoy themselves. They really don't want to leave, you know, but we're trying to get them out of there at 3 o'clock because we're engaging them from the time they get there to the time we end.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is there anything else that you guys have planned here that you're looking ahead to?
Yeah, we're doing June the 27th is something to look out for, because we own, and that's something based on our comic book. We were able to introduce a concept called the Hero Empowerment Center, and so we're literally bringing what Walt Disney did in Florida to Memphis by creating something like a Universal Studio. So we own 7.02 acres of land, and on that property right now, until we break ground, we actually have these things called reset days, and so we're going to be doing a smaller version of it, where we're going to have a hot air balloon where kids are going to be going up in the air, and some adults too, you know, with waivers and all that good stuff that's happening. But it's different because, you know, how many inner city kids can walk out of their apartment and see a hot air balloon, you know, or even have that opportunity. And so we're creating new opportunities. So it's going to be bounce houses, mechanical bulls, all that. It's going to be June the 27th, and we're going to be working with the city and the city of Memphis and the Shelby County government with safer summer nights. And so some of that is coming up. We're also creating drive-in movie theaters again, you know, and that's going to be on their property as well. So giant screens playing movies like Meteor Man and all these different things. So we're bringing back to the inner city breaking. So because a lot of these kids missed the breaking films coming up. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff that we're doing, food trucks, but every family-oriented event so kids can have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, it's all sounds great. So you guys you're envisioning growing it further and further here, huh?
Yeah, we just got a call literally from Boston. We have now, keep in mind, Mr. Kevin, we have haven't even broken ground on what we're doing, but because people like Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans, they have been a part of what we're doing, and some other stars, we have now been able to kind of tickle the ears of other cities around us, and Boston contacted us, and they actually want to build a Hero Empowerment Center in Boston.
Wow.
And so they actually have funds to be able to go with it. And so I just tell people all the time, any city that creates around their kids will be a safer city, because you have to give kids something to do now versus just thinking so far ahead in the future. Yeah, we're futurists, but if you want to change the future, you have to start dealing with it right now and giving these kids opportunities to exude that energy. And so that's where we are right now.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd want maybe parents to know, or?
Yeah, you know, we have right now the thing that we have a campaign going on for a superhero tour bus, because transportation has been a huge disparity in Memphis, and so we were gifted a tour bus, a 55 passenger tour bus, and so we're taking that tour bus and we're vamping it out, putting screens on the inside, putting new tires on it, wrapping it outside so it looks like a superhero bus. It's going to be picking up kids in the inner city. It's going to be bringing superheroes to the area. We're connected with the 501st Division of Star Wars right here in Memphis, and so so imagine a bus pulling up and the stormtroopers are getting off the bus, or Spider-Man or Wolverine. all these characters are getting off the bus doing block parties, and we're followed by the ice cream man. And so we're going to be doing things like that, this summer. And so it's a campaign right now where we're raising $16,000, but we're looking at 1,000 people giving $16. And I think that if the community is involved in the solution, they'll embrace everything that we have. And so we just want the parents to be able to embrace solutions for their kids and just make it possible so their kids can see something different.
Yeah, and if someone wants to get involved maybe on the volunteer side or helping out, is there anything else?
Absolutely. We need a lot of volunteers because imagine how big, when we did Reset Day in March this year, we had a little bit over 4,000 people on the property. And so no incidents, no violence, nothing. And it was because we had tons of volunteers. We had the MPD, we had the National Guard, the Sheriff Department, we had MOS 55, so many different people that came out to assure that we had a safe event. And so we're always looking for parents and other volunteers to get involved, because now you'll be able to put your finger on the pulse of what's going on, and then it'll erase some of the myths about dealing with children from the inner city. Sometimes it's just the fact that they didn't get enough love, or somebody didn't understand them. So those conversations, it eradicates some of the dividing lines that we have in Memphis. And I think we just need to get back to things that bring about a helpful conversation. So volunteering could really allow you to expand your views about how you see things in Memphis.
Gotcha. All right. Ledell, anything else you'd want the people to know?
No, that's it. We're just excited about being in Memphis at this time, and I think that we're the best thing for our own problems. So I know we're having a lot of issues with voting in the city and what's happening in the state, but I think at the same time what eradicates a lot of those lines is just helpful conversations, so that we can know that we're all humans living in the same city in the same state, and we just need to learn how to get along for the sake of our kids.
All right. I think that's wise words, great words to end on. That'll do it for this edition of America 250, Red, White, and You.